Pat O'Brien, Joan Leslie, Leo Penn. Star on Family Theater. The Mutual Broadcasting System, in cooperation with Family Theater Incorporated, presents Round Trip, starring Joan Leslie and Leo Penn. Brief portions are transcribed. Pat O'Brien is your host.
This week's Family Theater story is one that's been told about 10,000 times, I guess. Part of it, anyway. The part about a boy and a girl who meet and fall in love and begin to dream of the happy ending, which should be the outcome of any romance, at least according to the movies and bestsellers. Everybody has these dreams, and often they come true, but not by dreaming alone. Marriage is too real a thing, too serious, too much made up of the 1,001 details of daily life to be built solidly on the gossamer webs of youthful dreams. Marriage is living with a person morning, noon, and night, sharing every trouble and joy, accepting the bad qualities, and balancing them against the good. Marriage and romance are two mighty different things. Romance only needs a moon in June. A marriage that endures needs work and sacrifice and prayer. It needs God with His help and guidance. It needs two people who realize that more things are wrought by prayer than this world dreams of. Well, we're getting away from our story, though. Round Trip, it's called, and I hope you like it.
Pat O'Brien returns after our story, which stars Joan Leslie and Leo Penn. It's Monday morning, and as the Long Island train slows for its scheduled stop at West Hampton, Elizabeth Brownlee looks idly out the window at the crowded platform. These are commuters, the working people whose lives are built around the arrival and departure of the train that carries them to that job in the city and home again. And usually on a Monday morning among the regular passengers, you can spot the telltale suitcase of a city dweller returning from a weekend in the country, like the man who just got on. His suitcase not only identifies him as a returning vacationist, but as an ex-serviceman as well, for it's an old, beat-up flight bag. Elizabeth continues to stare out the window as the man spots the empty seat beside her, makes a dash for it, drops the flight bag at his feet, and sinks wearily into the red plush.
I made it.
I beg your pardon.
I said Hey, I must be going crazy.
Jack!
Yeah, it's true. It's really true, isn't it? How come you're way out?
What are you doing?
Sorry, Liz. Ladies first.
Well, I guess I'm just sort of surprised to see you.
I know what you mean. How are you, Liz?
Oh, fine. Just fine.
You look fine. Just as pretty as ever.
You look awful good yourself.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, me too.
I guess this is the spot where I'm supposed to say it's a small world.
Yes, I guess it is.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem to stare at you, but it's been a long time, Liz.
It has been a very long time.
Yeah. Well, this is swell. I had visions of a dull trip, and here I am with a beautiful gal to talk to. She's not saying anything, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't live in West Hampton?
Oh, no. Just out with some friends. Weekend in the country.
Oh.
One more of those and I'm finished. It's really rough.
I didn't think you'd ever take to the country. You never did seem to like the wide open spaces.
Bright lights.
Yeah, bright lights.
Can't get over it, Liz. Running into you like this. What are you doing? You live out here somewhere?
Oh, no. Been staying with some friends out in Montauk.
Uh-huh.
Weekend in the country. Like you said, it's really rough.
Well, you always were a city girl, as I remember. That was one thing we both agreed on.
Yeah. Nobody ever loved the dirty old city the way we did. Nobody ever loved the dirty old city the way we did. And nobody ever loved each other the way we did. I remember the first time we met. New Year's Eve in Times Square. Everything was crazy with us right from the start. It was noisy and bright and wonderful. And you were out with a girl named Mary, and I was with a boy named Clay. And somehow in the crowd, I lost Clay, and you lost Mary. And the next thing I knew, we were together, close together. And in all the thousands of screaming, shoving people, we were alone.
I'm going to kiss you, Liz.
I know.
I've been wanting to do that all night. Let's get out of this mob.
What about Mary and Clay?
I hope they'll be very happy together.
You're crazy.
So are you. Come on.
We walked around the city for the rest of the night. Watched the morning come to town.
You like this town the way I do, don't you, Liz?
I guess I do.
If you want it, I'll give it to you.
We'd better find Clay and Mary.
Forget about Clay and Mary. It's a new day and a new year, and I'm giving you the greatest city in the world for a Happy New Year present. You wanted it, don't you?
Oh, yes, Jack. Sure I do.
Well, it's yours. All the bridges and the noise and the high buildings and the subways and the lights and the automat and me. I'm going to kiss you again.
I know.
Let's go get something to eat. I'm hungry.
That's the way it was right from the start. Crazy and wonderful. We thought we had the world by the tail. And in a way, we did. Our part of the world.
What did you say, Liz?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. I was just thinking.
Oh. Sure seems funny running into you like this. Somehow I had an idea that I would never see you again.
It's funny, all right. The last I heard of you, you were flying a B-17 over Foggia.
Who told you that?
A fellow named Clay. Don't know if you remember him, but he remembered you all right.
You don't mean Clay. What's his name, the kid that took you out that New Year's Eve?
That's the one.
Oh, that was quite a night. Been so long, you've probably forgotten it. Want a cigarette?
No, thanks. I don't smoke.
Never learned how, huh? Remember the day I tried to teach you?
Oh, and you got so mad because I kept puffing out instead of in.
Yeah. It's funny how you remember a little thing like that. It's funny how I remember everything about you. Looking at you now, sitting there beside me. If you only knew all the things I remember. The way it was fun to just walk down the street with you. Even in the rain, we used to stomp around. And that one night, it was really pouring. We'd taken the Staten Island ferry just for the ride. Because where else can you take a cruise for 5 cents?
I've got more water in my pockets than this old scow's got to float on.
You want to go inside?
No. Do you?
No.
Of course, you realize that we're out of our minds.
I don't think so. Look straight ahead. What do you see? The Statue of Liberty. You know, some people spend a fortune to get on a boat, sail clear across the ocean, turn around and sail back just to have the thrill of being welcomed home by the lady with the torch in her hand. Hey, that was quite a speech.
I liked it.
I like you. I love you. Come here, Liz. You look like a puppy that fell in the rain, pal. But you're the most beautiful girl in the world. We're going to get married.
get married.
You want to marry me, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do, but...
But what?
Well, gee, I don't know. I guess I just didn't think about it. I haven't had time to think about it. I've only known you 2 weeks and 3 days and...
And what?
And 26 minutes. But I guess I couldn't love you anymore if I'd known you for 300 years.
I haven't got any money, Liz. Haven't got anything except a room with a view and a shaky job with a second-rate publishing house.
We've got each other. That's the important thing.
Yeah, that's the important thing. That was the important thing. Then it was. And I held you close, and the sky fell apart, and the rain came down. I haven't forgotten, Liz. I haven't forgotten a thing.
It's raining.
Huh?
I said it's raining.
It was raining then, too.
It was what?
Nothing, Liz. Wish they served food on these trains. I'm hungry.
That's the way you always were. Right? Crazy and wonderful and hungry. You asked me to marry you. And we were on a ferry boat in the pouring rain. And I said yes.
Did you say something, Liz? I thought you said something.
Oh, I haven't said anything since I said it was raining. It's still raining.
Hey, it is beginning to come down, isn't it? I hope someone's meeting you at the station. Someone meeting you?
No.
Oh. What do you do, Liz? I mean...
Oh, I'm a working girl. Work at SWC&B, advertising agency. Pounding a typewriter.
Did you marry anyone I know?
No. I didn't marry anyone.
Would you like a cigarette? I'm sorry. I asked you that before, didn't I?
Uh-huh.
Oh, looks like a real storm out there, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
Not married. How'd a pretty girl like you keep from getting married?
I haven't had a bit of trouble. Not a bit. All you have to do is run. Run hard and fast. I wonder if you're thinking about the same thing I am right now. You'd almost have to be. Being on a train with me, talking about being married. But maybe you've forgotten. It's been a long time ago. I wish I could forget. But I never will. That night on the Staten Island ferry, you said...
We're going to get married.
We're... get married?
You want to marry me, don't you?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do, but...
But what?
Oh, gee, I don't know. I guess I just didn't think about it. I haven't had time to think about it. I've only known you 2 weeks and 3 days and...
And what?
26 minutes. But I guess I couldn't love you anymore if I'd known you for 300 years.
I haven't got any money, Liz. Haven't got anything except a room with a view and a shaky job with a second-rate publishing house.
But we've got each other. That's the important thing.